No one knows exactly how or when coffee was discovered, though there are many legends about its origin. It was quite extraordinary story to share how coffee spread around the globe. If we were to dig deep to its origin, coffee that was planted and grown worldwide can trace its heritage back centuries to the ancient coffee forest on the Ethiopian plateau. There, legend says the goat herder first discovered the potential of these treasured beans. The coffee's magic spread through time. Missionaries and travelers, traders and colonists continued to carry coffee seeds to new lands, and coffee trees were planted worldwide. By the end of 18th century, coffee had become one of the world's most profitable export crops, and after crude oil, coffee has considered to be most sought after commodity in the world. Coffee innovation hits its stride. Vacuum packaging, decaffeination, invention of coffee filter, espresso machines, and at the same time, soluble coffee was then introduced. Hello partners, I am Nina, a barista from 360 Capitol Drive, Balanga. Today, I'll tell you the story of our roots, the Starbucks history. To understand where we're going next, let's remember where we've come from and what we've experienced along the way. In 1966, Alfred Pitt is credited with bringing custom coffee roasting to North America. He then mentored Jerry Baldwin, Zeb Siegel, and Gordon Boker, which is known as the Three Founders of Starbucks. We are on a journey from our beginning in the Pie Place market to where we stand today. Starbucks has constantly evolved. It all started in 1971. Back then, the company was a single store in Seattle's historic Pike Place Market, and it started in a farming session that referenced the chief mate, Starbuck, in Herman Melville's Moby Dick. The name evoked the romance of high seas and seafaring tradition of early coffee traders. At that time, we only hand-scoop whole bean, serving coffee of the day as well as tea and spices. In 1973, the first Seattle roasting plant opened to greatly accommodate our coffee needs. And then in 1983, there were only 4 Starbucks stores that only sell retail specialty coffee whole beans. There was no cappuccino, no espresso, and no cafe lattes until Howard Schultz visited Italy and captured the inspiration of country's espresso bar. And then in 1984, the following year, we handcraft and served the very first Starbucks latte. As years goes by, we open more coffee houses, roasting plants, new markets outside North America, and building a different kind of company. We then established our first farmer support center in San Jose, Costa Rica in the year 2004. Just as it was launching our cafe practices verification program, working one-on-one with farmers in the field to help improve both the quality and profitability of their crops. In 2008, Starbucks Pie Place Roast was introduced, the first ever blend of coffee created from the customer input, a nod from our past while embracing our future. In 2013, this is one of the best decisions our company has ever made. To better understand the challenges and to provide our continuous support to the farmers, Starbucks put itself in their shoes. The company bought its first coffee farm in Alajuela, Costa Rica called the Hacienda Alsacia, to also help ensure the future of coffee for everyone. On December 5, 2014, Starbucks opened the door to an all-new coffee experience. The main representation of a rarest and extraordinary coffee opened this year, the Starbucks Reserve Roastery and Tasting Room in Seattle, just a few blocks away from the first Starbucks store where you can experience coffee from unroasted bean to your cup. Now, let's take a look at the present. This is a miniature of our first store. Inside this 1,000 square feet space, you'll notice about the original Starbucks isn't the modest 45-year-old sign, neither the rich smell of coffee, nor the melting pot of cultures. It's the line. But people don't come to 1912 Pike for just a cup of coffee. They come to experience the place where it all began. It's smaller than you might expect, unlike our store, and yet it attracts thousands of tourists and locals day in and day out. Everything in the entire store is still original. The floors, the fixtures, the counters, and the espresso bar was built slightly higher so you can watch baristas crafting your drink, still writing names on the cups and toss it to your barista for filling. From the beginning, Starbucks set out to be a different kind of company, one that not only celebrated coffee and the rich tradition, but also brought a feeling of connection. And with every cup, we strive to bring both our heritage and exceptional experience to life. Thank you for lending your time with me. Again, I am Nina, a proud Starbucks partner and sharing the Starbucks difference.